It is rare when somebody makes me really mad. Especially if they're not right in front of me. If they're on the computer screen or television, someone on the news saying something whack. I usually just laugh at it. Here and there, I'll get riled, as if I gotta do something about it right now. But that's really rare. Well, that just happened. For 2 weeks, Rachel Maddow has been not just exposing her real self, but just... maybe she's doing us a favor. What she's doing, perhaps by God on high dictatorial, is her job. She's told to do this. Like, you know, damage control. It's just damage control. She's taking true things, making fun of them. And she's just been doing it, you know, rote by rote, by fact by fact. Just laughing at real things as if they weren't real. And, you know, I got into it when it was about Alex Jones, because I got that thing about all that. But her most recent thing, I guess it makes sense. She's just the far left Obama. What do you call them? Obama bots? She's an Obama bot. Barack Obama is a goddamned lie. A goddamned lie. I mean, such a lie, it's as if they created the lie to be such an obvious lie that it would enrage people into a backlash. There are hundreds of gay men in Chicago who remember him at all the gay bars. That is a homosexual. Not just a homosexual, a crazy homosexual. Okay? Freaky stuff is what he likes. Michelle Obama is not his wife. She's a lesbian. A lesbian. And these people are being paid to do this job, and they're going to be taking, it's some guarantee to be taken care of for the rest of their lives. And, you know, he's going gray on top really fast, just like every other president of the United States, who isn't really the president, who's basically got a gun to their head for years, being told to say crap on the television that isn't true, and hope every day that they're not killed by somebody with sense. And that's what he's doing. But he's doing it, I believe, in a very, very personal, vindictive way. His father is Frank Marshall Davis, the communist nut. The communist nut from the 50s. And he fathered Barack Obama when he was just about to, you know, he was kind of winding down on all of that. And he's just this crazy guy that wanted to, you know, still put it to young girls. And Barack Obama's crazy mother, she's a whore. She wanted it. And she took it without protection. And there's pictures of them. He took pictures of her in all these slutty outfits. And that's where Barack Obama comes from. And his grandparents, it's all on record that they brought him over to Davis's house. And he indoctrinated him. Taught him all kinds of things about communism. And that's what we're suffering from right now. Is him acting out his father's plan. And it's 300 million people just going, huh? And it's real. It's not just real, it's sick. And why anybody would put up with this? This only benefits a certain group of people and the military-industrial complex, the way he's acting with all these crap, you know, initiatives for violence on the other side of the world where they're using expensive militarized equipment to ruin people's lives. And that's that. But what he's doing to us is different. He's turning the United States into a communist nation. It is a communist nation. You don't even realize what you're looking at. In the 50s, when his father was doing all of his pamphlets and all of his crap, McCarthy was calling people into the congressional hearings, you know, talking about communism being the most horrible thing in the world. And that's what we got in the White House right now, is exactly what the McCarthy hearings were screaming against. And we got Rachel Maddow making fun of that as if that's not what's happening. She'll take actual facts and make fun of them as if they're not facts. You know why? Because she's sick. Just sick, goddamned person. And these sick people, I mean, it's not that I'm against homosexuals, but you gotta recognize that homosexuality is a dementia. It is a dementia. There's something wrong with you if you want to put your sexual organs in somebody's ass. If you're a woman and you want to put your face on a woman's vagina, there's something wrong with you. Wrong with you. And you got no business being in a very influential position. We got Janet Napolatnao. We had Janet Reno. We've got homosexuals on the Supreme Court. That's wrong. This is about having a progressive life for human beings. And human beings cannot be human beings if the whole country was homosexual. If everybody was homosexual, there'd be no country, okay? And there's your proof. You can argue it because you're pissed and this is how you were born or this is how you were brought up. It's just wrong. It's wrong that we've got to put up with this just because it's not nice to be against people because of whatever reason. This is essential. We are overrun. We are overrun by crazy homosexuals. Barack Obama is a homosexual. Those kids are not his kids. They were adopted. His wife is a lesbian. They're crazy. Janet Napolitano's a goddamn bull dyke, ugly bitch who has no business having any say in anything. And all these bribed congressional people are just nodding their heads and they have they go through the motions with their committees and it just goes on and on and on and on. And nobody actually stands up and stops it. Nobody does it. The media is in on it. Everybody's in on it. And it's just the most stupid thing. We are overrun by super fucking liberals who have no idea of the general benefit that needs to manifest itself for a nation. They are talking about their own personal interest and their own personal profit. And it's the most ridiculous, this is the most ridiculous time in American history. And the people of America need to rise up and stop being nice to these crazy people. Because it's not nice to not be nice to crazy people. Homosexuality is a rational insanity. It's a rational insanity. Yes, they can function. Yes, they can have jobs. Rachel Maddow is a psycho. A psycho. Okay? You want to put you're a woman and you want to put your mouth on a woman's vagina, you're a psycho. Okay? I don't want to kill you. I don't want to institutionalize you. But I don't want you on television. And I don't want your crazy thoughts to infest people's minds. At all. Barack Obama's a goddamn lying murderer. And the only reason he's in the White House is because these profiteering, ugly people that run corporations want this crazy crap. Because it distracts people. And they know people are gung-ho about it because they've been brainwashed to be in support of people that are quote-unquote oppressed. Whether it's because he's black or because he's gay or whatever, and they think, wow, 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 now he's in the White House. Yeah, we've won or something. That, wow, we've overcome oppression. Bullshit. You got cancer in your blood now. That's what you got. You got a goddamn nutcase up there. I would love to have a black man in the White House, but guess what? He's not a black man. He's a Jewish man. His mother was Jewish. And the fact that he was black is just one of these political these political steroids to help the whole mission. And it worked. And that's sick that it worked, because people fell for it. And now we got a goddamn psycho in the White House. A goddamn psycho, and we got Janet Napolatnao on the safeguard of all of this horrible crap. And they have the gall to get up in front of people and call themselves Christian and quote the Bible. If Jesus was here, he'd hit them harder than he hit the moneylenders. This is just crap. I want my country back. I want my people to fight these idiots, these criminals. I want those people torn to shreds or put in prison or whatever needs to be done, but they cannot be in a position of power. When Rachel Maddow laughs at this stuff, I want to kill her. And I don't want to kill people. I mean, I'm talking, I want a sledgehammer in my hands and I want to hit her head with it as hard as I can, just to make her shut up. Because it matters. People are indoctrinated. They are brainwashed. And they just go along with this kind of crap. Hurting people is wrong. But guess what? It happens all the time. And when someone dies, they don't die of natural causes. They die because something killed them. Whether it was a disease or an accident or whatever. People don't just die. They're killed. Killing's a part of life. Strange as it may seem. And they're doing too much killing. Do you have any idea how many people have died in Iraq? Do you have any idea how many people have died in Afghanistan? And now in Libya, and in Yemen, and in Syria, you name it. And guess who's at fault? These like 5 people. Janet Napolitano, Barack Obama, George Bush. Those people are at fault. They are murderers, and they need to be brought to trial. We need to rise up and bring these people to trial and stop watching them on television and stop watching their gatekeeping lesbians defend them and make fun of people that are pointing out the truth about what they do. It's gross, it's disgusting, and you can't just sit there anymore. You've got to work together. We've got to work together to pull these people out of office. We've got to rise up and say, no, enough's enough. You're crazy. You're homosexual. You're nuts. You're not natural. We're natural people. Okay? We're progenitive. Okay? We use our sexual organs the way they were meant to be used. And you're nuts. You're fucking nuts. And we're sick of you. We're sick of you wearing your suits and just talking and smiling on the camera, and we want the crimes to stop. Because the United States was a great country. And it can be again. But not until we pull these psychos out of office. It has to happen now. This year. 2014, we cannot have Barack Obama in the White House. We've got to pull him out now.